from the software side, on like the MetaQuest, Apple Vision, those channels, HTC Vive, um, those stores are pretty empty. Okay, if you were to compare it from a how you would look at like at an app store. So if you were to look at it as like payout per developer, right? Like how many developers it takes to develop the app and how much they get per sale in a sense. In VR, it's about like I don't know, for Fortnite might have like $50. In VR, you might have like 100,000. So like a 5-person team in VR can make a multi-million dollar game or multi-million dollar experience that has less competition, and has higher chance of succeeding. So like a small team can make a really profitable experience. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's like both the market is craving it and the developers are lacking there. So it's a really good time to get into developing uh, VR applications. Like you shouldn't be swayed away because like the stores don't have that many. It's a great thing. There's a lot of eyes there that are like looking for new things. It might
Yeah,
not be billions, but it's millions.
absolutely. No,
Um,
no. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna add a couple of things on that side because that's kind of
yeah,
what
and
we
then we can go on
offer.
the buyer side.
And then we can switch over to the business side of things. So
Yeah.
you're absolutely right on that. I mean, uh the market as far as the VR or AR market is concerned, it's super young still. Even though I mean it seems like it's convoluted right now for us, people that have been in the industry for some time. But comparatively to other app stores out there, it's basically at its baby infancy. So
Mm.
there's not too much applications. There's not too many games. There's not too many of anything, right? So it's a great opportunity for anyone to be able to, uh, materialize their ideas and be able to actually develop and deploy it onto these marketplaces. One other really nice caveat, again, where this channel primarily is concentrating in, is how easy it is now to actually develop these applications compared to what it used to be like about 10 years ago, for example, right? It's like pretty easy for anyone with some basic knowledge and skills. Obviously, you have to have some understandings and etc. But if you do have the passion, you have the idea, and you have the motivation, it's going to be super easy for people to, learn the tools, the skills, and be able to develop and publish in the store. So
How
there's
easy?
huge
Why?
opportunities
Yeah,
over there.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So there's huge opportunities over there because the tools, the frameworks, the SDKs have become uh, so user friendly, right? So I mean, things that used to take specialty and real high knowledge of technical skills and knowledge to be able to pull off are now pretty much out of the box, ready to go, right? So it's super easy for people to actually get into it, to be able to um, work on their existing ideas and take those ideas and actually make them come to reality, right?
Mm.
And, and today with AI, right? I'm not sure if, well, I know you play around with AI with as well, but the AI tools that we have do help you on the productivity scale. And so a really good, knowledgeable person with good skills, empowering these AI tools can multiply the outcome and the productivity of that particular individual drastically. So I'm not sure how that's affecting you guys in your business, but in our business, uh, it's pretty insane actually. What we can do with those tools and the uh, opportunities that it provides from a developer's perspective, right? To be able to quickly look up stuff and apply them. Uh, it's crazy.
How easy is it to like, look, I've always shied away from like Unity and stuff. Like that's where like my previous startup called Rodan, it was like uh, JavaScript way of building 3D stuff without knowing like any 3D. I never got to try it, but I was trying to like build something alternative because I was always like so scared of that
Yeah,
that Unity application and interface, man. Like it's so
yeah.
scary to me. Like I don't want to open it. And when I see you open it, like when we were like at that cafe together, remember like you have like this cool laptop where it's like double screens on the
Yeah,
bottom, and
yeah,
like
yeah.
you had your like environment, and then you're like coding on the bottom screen, and I'm like, yeah, like I don't want to be like doing that. Like that's not how I want to be making 3D. But
Yeah.
how is it like now? Like, are there like, is it easier? Like, are there like AI tools that make? Is there like a GPT for Unity that makes like deploying an app easier possible? Because like now there are like tools like kind of like lovable app or something where you can just with natural language just
Yeah.
uh, spin up an instance like even like locally or on the server where like it's like an app. Is it like that in
Yeah. No,
Unity now?
great question. So Unity has evolved substantially over the past few years. And with the latest release, Unity 6, I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to check it out. But with Unity 6, the actual uh, complexity of developing any of this application has been drastically lowered, right? So they have now like a lot of templates, right? Templates out of the box. In fact, actually, those are some of the things that we cover in this channel. So make sure to like and subscribe. Uh, uh, so like and subscribe, and some of the videos that we have done last year, we primarily concentrated on introducing the preliminary fundamental concepts of how to get started on any type of Unity project, right? So you need to have some basic foundational knowledge on those things, right? So there's a bunch of series over there. Whenever you guys get a chance, take a look at it. That actually gives you a really good way to come up to speed with the technology and some of the important aspects of things that you need to be aware of. We are not going to be teaching you programming, so you should know programming already coming in, right? This is assuming that you already have some basic fundamental programming skills, technical knowledge, and you know your way around, um, 3D applications or computer in general, then you're good to go, right? The concentration is how to apply those skills now inside Unity and how to utilize Unity to make it easier to create any type of 3D applications. So as far as VR is concerned, with Unity 6, Unity came up with a couple of really nice templates that you can actually download. These templates are very effective, and it's a really good place to actually get up and running and actually experiment with them. And if it's the first time you're getting into the field, again, assuming that you have some background knowledge as far as development, technical knowledge, then it should be very easy for you to pick up what's happening, especially with OpenXR. Last year, when we talked to each other as far as enterprise applications were concerned, right? So when it comes to enterprise applications, things are a little different. You still need to do substantial amounts of work. But for an individual with an idea like a consumer-oriented like product, or let's say they want to come up with like a small game or any type of VR application, uh, it's much easier for them to get started and do that. So the templates out of the box actually provide you with all the frameworks, with the controllers, with the headgears, everything, like all of the actual base input output, which is rigged already. So you don't have to worry about like all of the
Mm.
configuration, programming of all of those. uh, orientations and all of those things. So out of the box is ready to go. Not only that, one of the most challenging things as far as programming was concerned was data synchronization over multi-session, like multi-user applications. There's even a template for that now, which out of the box works. So pretty much you can just,
Oh,
you know, uh, you know, create a project based on those templates and just build and run them, deploy it to your headset, and you're ready to go, right? Of course, that's a very simple example, but all of those basic building blocks that uh, a dev or a team would need, it's already inside that template, right? It's not going to solve all of your cases, but pretty much, let's say like 60 to 70% of the cases out of the box, it's already there. And then you'll have to customize a few of them here and there based on your use case.